Hey, Robbie. Hey, Bob. I am coming to you live in the Women's Success Community on Facebook. It's my private women's free group. And I am also live streaming over on Instagram. And I know there are tools that you can do this from everything, like a platform that you can use, like forget the names of them. My good friend Mari Smith's always doing it. However, I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I've got Zoom on my laptop, which I'm looking at my Women's Success Community, which is behind my phone. And then I have my phone on live for Instagram. And every Tuesday in the free Women's Success Community, I go to them live with a tip and a tool that they can use. And oftentimes, I don't get a lot of women showing up. So I thought I would do it live on Instagram as well. And today I am going to talk to you about the power, and I know on, oh, maybe it's right on Instagram. I know on Zoom, there we go, the power of, yes, celebrations and taking the time to celebrate small wins, big wins each week. As entrepreneurs, I hear from clients, and I do it myself, that we can beat ourselves up a lot and forget to really slow down and take the time every week to celebrate the wins. And my business coach is a great reminder for me to do that. And she reminded me to do it with my membership. So I have a membership. It's called Ignite. It's a women's Visions to Profits membership community. You can find out more about it. You can private message me because my website right now is a little wonky. But it is a private membership that women pay into. And every Tuesday we have what we call a FOFO meeting, Focus Forward. The objective, of course, is to focus on forward motions, forward movement. And today, because of my business coach, we upped the ante and we celebrated wins for the first 10, 15 minutes. And I was pushed out of my comfort zone by going and buying all sorts of little gadgets. I had little noise makers in the background and really celebrating the women's wins, as well as my own win. And when it got to me, because the women always encourage me to celebrate a win as well, I thought, well, this is a little win. I kept thinking, what am I going to celebrate? As I was listening to them, feeling the same thing. And when it came to me, I beat myself up all last week about updating my website. Well, guess what? I'm not a web designer. My brain does not work in code at all. And at almost 55 years old, I've been able to use a platform to create sales pages, to create my website. Now, if you are a web designer and you look at it, you will realize I'm not a web designer. If you're not, you'll look at it and go, wow, that's pretty cool. You created that, right? And so I, like you, forget to celebrate the small wins. And hello, Terry. I see Terry joining. Terry's joining in the Women's Success Community. If you're on Instagram and you're joining in, please comment where you're joining in from. I would love to know where you're joining in from. Terry, what has been your win for the last 7 days? And how are you celebrating that win? What has been the win, big or small, in your life, in your business? And how are you celebrating that win? For you guys on Instagram, same thing, pop a comment below. What has been your win for the week and how are you celebrating it? And you might ask in turn, how I'm celebrating my win, which is I got to a certain point on the website and then I got stuck. And like I said, if you were to look at it now, it's a little wonky. I was able to reach out and ask for help from a woman that I've made a connection with, and she is a web designer and she is able to help me. I got as far as I could go, which was pretty far. I was pretty happy with the results, and then I got stuck. So I was able to reach out for help. How am I going to celebrate my win? I'm going to celebrate it by leaving the house here after I hit stop on both these platforms and going and buy a nice fresh salad from a wonderful place that I like to go to. It's called, I know I'm going to forget the name of it now, Sweet Caribou here in Anchorage, Alaska. And then I'm going to do a quick WALK with my two furry friends because I'm a single mom this week. That's how I'm going to celebrate. And I'm waiting to hear from both of you guys on Instagram and Terry, who is live in the Women's Success community, how you're going to celebrate your wins. I'm not hearing anything back. If you're watching the replay later on, whether you're watching it on my YouTube channel, whether you're watching it in the Women's Success community, whether you're watching it on Instagram, I'd be curious to know what your biggest win for the past 7 days has been, however big or small that is. There's something powerful that happens when you can share it out loud so that others can celebrate you. It connects us all. And it reminds us that we're all in this together. We tend to look at the beautiful, wonderful, shiny stuff on social media and forget the little things, the real life little things that are happening, the struggles, the obstacles. And so by sharing a small win or a big win, we're able to celebrate ourselves and allow others to celebrate us. And Terry says she went to a sisterhood retreat and was a guest presenter. Woohoo, Terry! I presented on weaving your personal magic into weaving community, then a heart chakra meditation. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that, Terry. Woohoo! Woohoo! Celebrate! Celebrate! Woohoo! Celebrating Terry. Terry, how are you going to celebrate that wonderful, beautiful win? How are you going to celebrate that? And I see Jody's joining. Jody, what's a win that you've had for the past 7 days? However big, however small. And Terry, how are you going to celebrate that win? That's a big win. Terry was a guest presenter, and I love that. You know, I love anything to do with magic. And I see another person. Is it, I'm going to mess up your name, Verloes? Verloes, welcome. Thank you for joining. How are you going to celebrate a win in your life today? And what has that win been? And Chancey gets very excited when we celebrate wins. She's right here right now. Want to climb and say hi to everyone? She's right here. She says, hello. Hello, Chancey. All right. That is my little tip and tool for you all on this beautiful Tuesday, another rainy day here in Anchorage, Alaska. I got the lawn cut right before we had the rains move in last night. And we are going to celebrate my win of getting a little bit of tech stuff done with a fresh, beautiful, wonderful salad from one of my favorite places here in Anchorage and a tiny little WALK. I would love to know what your win is for the past 7 days and how you're going to celebrate. I thank you so much for joining me today. Terry, thanks for being here live. My Instagram folks, thanks for being here live. And I look forward to hearing from many of you on the replay. Have a wonderful rest of the week. And if you're a woman and you're looking to up your game, check out alaskatracy.com. I've got an incredible workshop coming up, loaded with goodness. It will be transformational for your life, September 25th. It is in the past called my vision mapping workshop. I'm calling it the Women's Business and Life Planning Workshop. And we've got speakers and giveaways and all sorts of stuff. So check it out. It's on my website, alaskatracy.com. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful, magical, wonderful day. All righty, till we meet again.